It's an interesting little score. Last night was tough. Nearly getting iced always leaves me drained and jumpy. As a private investigator, I've been in tough spots, but that was nearly the end of the line. I ended up sleeping in my chair all day. Now the sun is setting and I groggily stumble around the room, trying to regain my bearings. As I look out the window, I can see the San Francisco skyline and what's left of the atmosphere. Not so long ago, a gigawatt of nuclear missiles were launched by some frenetic third world country. Lucky for the shelter. How did a frenetic third world country get access to both the missiles and the infrastructure to launch them? That's my question. Lucky for the shelters, most people survived. The ecosystem may not. Tonight, it seems the sky is extraordinarily red. Not the normal washed ruddy hue, but a thick, malicious deep red. Something about the color leaves me edgy and tense. It's as if someone or something is targeting me. But then, maybe, I'm superstitious. I've never cared much for the color of blood. Panda Space Dan says, nice hard-boiled detective voice. Thank you. Cool. I guess this looks a little different than the last one. So what are... it's kind of a LucasArtsy kind of interface, almost. There's a set of verbs in the bottom here. Although we don't get the nice clarification of what the objects are that we do in LucasArts, where you get the verb paired with the noun as you wave your cursor over objects on the screen, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get this mail, I guess, or whatever this is. You pick up the mail, take the cash enclosed in one of the envelopes. You decide to file the letters. Okay. Oh. So I guess I need to switch verbs every time I want to do something. Oh, wait a minute. Travel? No. How do I... Oh, go to? No. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's how you do that. Okay, so that's my file system. I'm looking for my inventory, because I think I picked some stuff up. Let's see, what's this on the wall? Looks like a gun. Tex's trusty gun hung up to dry after a good soap and water cleaning. You pick up the gun with care. All right. Tex's walk animation is kind of strange. All right, so what's up here? Your standard fedora, a requirement for the hard-working PI. I guess I'll pick up my standard fedora. You can't take that. Why can't I take my fedora? The box contains a souvenir from the asphalt jungle. I can't read what that says. Something asphalt jungle park. The park is all that is left of Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. Can I get it? You can't take that. Can I open it? Inside the box, you see a souvenir, which is a twisted piece of metal that glows red in the dark. All right. Can I get the twisted piece of metal? You can't take that. That's not helpful. What's this red box here? 7mm seeking bullets. Alright, never leave home without them, I guess. You pick up the ammo. Okay, so what's on here? There's a file. Why bother? It'll just show up again tomorrow. Okay, so I'll look at it. A nasty fax warning Tex if he doesn't pay his utility bills, his power will be shut off. Guess he's struggling. Nikon FB 9000 no-light infrared camera. It may not be the latest model, but it's seen tons of sex and violence in its day. Well, I'm glad that that camera has a sexy health life? Has a healthy sex life. You pick up the camera. Alright. What's on here? Your comlink is a portable fax and communicator. Oh, nice. I have a portable fax machine. It allows you to reach your answering services and receive messages. Oh boy. Your comlink is a... I don't want to read that description again. I want to pick it up. You take the comlink.
Hi, Tex. We've got a new case and you won't believe who it involves. I'll transmit the information.
Marshall Alexander, Terraform Corp. 582 Market Street. Mr. Alexander wants you to come by to discuss the case. See his secretary to let you in. He'll be there all day. Alright. I have a basic detective lock-picking kit here. I better get that. Alright. Panda Space Stan says, a portable fax machine? What other wonders does the future hold? I don't know, Panda Space Stan. I guess we'll find out. On this night's episode of Tex Murphy, Martian Memorandum. Well, they've streamlined the travel system, at least. You don't have to be a private eye, nor have a PhD to find Terraform Corporation in San Francisco. You don't even need to see too well. Just look up. Terraform is overwhelming. It's the biggest building in the entire city, by the bay, or anywhere else. One step inside and you are instantly dwarfed by the 30-foot ceiling that arches overhead, the microwave motion detectors, pressure-sensitive pads, and robotic surveillance would make a Nazi nervous. All of this security must have emerged from the development of Terraform Corporation. Terraforming is a 50-year plan to make Mars habitable. It must have been very dangerous work at the onset. Raising a planet's temperature 100 degrees, designing and erecting an efficient solar shield, transmitting the lethal gases of the red planet must have warranted risk, silence, and heavy security. Security, yes. But this place makes you feel like 7th grade gym class on the first day, in the showers, going in naked and ill-equipped. I guess I passed their check. A thick-necked guard takes me over to a turbo elevator, and I head for Alexander's office. Alright, well, here I am in the office. Rhonda Foxworthy, Mr. Alexander's executive assistant, and is an incredibly well-built, gorgeous example of true art. Great. Can I talk to the secretary?
May I help you?
I'd like to see Mr. Alexander. Oh, I guess I can... Okay, here we go.
Just a moment. We can see you now.
Good to know. What Wizard says, well, it looks like we didn't solve the problem of sexist dudes in the future. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I guess I talk to this shadowy figure behind the desk.
Good evening, Mr. Murphy.
Ugh.
My daughter is missing. She may have been abducted.
You don't say.
Something else was stolen from me, but no one must know that it's gone.
The voice actor is not going to chime in on that. I'll transmit some leads for you to begin your search. Alright. Cool. Well. Bye, man. Good to meet you. Wouldn't want to be ya. How do I get out of here? Ah, there we go. Okay. So where do I want to go next? Maybe Rhonda can tell me a few more things.
May I help you? I'm just too busy right now.
That's not very helpful. Alright, what's in here? Operating switch to washroom door. Okay. Can I move the operating switch? The switch emits a loud click. There's a way to do this, but this isn't it. Alright. Can I go... Oh. Okay, so there's this really weird thing in this game where the walk command is different than the go-to command, and the go-to command is required to leave any of the rooms in the game. It's really strange. Whatever. Alright, I guess this is the washroom? Alright. Thank you. The luxurious, thick Royal Canon hand towel. Hand dryer, the latest in bathroom panache. A cold fusion-powered microwave hand dryer. We're still waiting for it to produce heat. Switch mount on the wall. Ah, there we go. You move the towel slightly. Oh, something fell on the floor. One incredibly expensive diamond earring lies on the floor. I like how incredibly expensive is in quotes. Alright, I'll get this earring. You take the earring. Alright. Alright, so I'm guessing that the earring belongs to Rhonda?
May I help you?
Earring.
Oh, thanks. I thought it was lost. How about dinner?
Okay. I'll meet you tonight at Clement's. It's the 5-star restaurant at the Plaza Hotel. Response 2. Well, I usually get a 20% finder fee for lost or stolen articles, but I'll only charge you 10%. I guess I won't be a jerk, and I'll accept her offer. Okay, it's a date. Cool. Let's see, is there anything else in the comm link?
What's up?
Rockwell Bosch.
I'll transmit the information.
Thank you. Rockwell Voss is an attorney. You'll find him in Pacifica at 544 Hillside Drive. Cool.
See you later.
Panda Space Dan says, be a jerk. Money is scarce. The future is ruthless. Too late. Sorry. Alright, I guess, you know what? I should actually ask Stacy about those other places.
What's up?
Okay. Rockwell Bosch, Jacques Sparrow.
I'll transmit the address.
Alright, that's helpful. Let's see. Mac Malden.
I'll transmit the address.
It's nice that you don't have to pay her like you did in the last game. Precinct is on Market Street. Mac Malden, Alexis Alexander.
I'll transmit the information.
Just in case you forgot, Alexis Alexander is the daughter of Marshall Alexander. He hired you to find her. You may want to check with your doctor about Alzheimer's disease. Okay. Marshall Alexander. Okay, I think that's everything.
See you later.
So let's go to... The trip out of the terraform is a lot more pleasant than coming in. And it's nice to have a client that looks like he can pay. So, Alexis Alexander, the daughter of the wealthiest man in the universe, is missing with the ransom the dish would garner. But in the information he transmitted to me, there was something to prove there was nothing to prove this was a kidnapping. Then, he says, something else was stolen from me, and acts as if this was more important than his daughter. I try to get more information of what it was, and he clams up on the subject. I don't think he's giving me the whole story. And one thing for sure, he's desperate. At least he gave me a few places to start. Alright, so where do I want to go next? Alexis's place? They say money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can scoop up on everything else. I drop in on one of Alexander's residencies, the one Alexis was staying at before she disappeared. The place makes the Taj Mahal look like the projects. I enter the 10-foot spired iron gate with gilded points. The house isn't even in sight, yet as I roll past a forest of flowering shrubs and short trees, security cameras are everywhere. If Alexis was kidnapped, somebody was definitely asleep at the wheel. The maid at the door has been told I would be coming, and she lets me in. I'm led through a hallway to a chamber of marble and glass to Alexis's room. It all resembles a mausoleum. I feel myself whispering so as not to wake the dead. Cool, I guess? A king-size bed with a Martian crystal headboard. The maid has not done a very good job in making the bed. A small piece of notepaper with the initials TMS written on it. Alright, can I get that? You grab the paper. What wizard says? The maid. Man, always not making beds. Guess not. You flip up the corner of the bedspread. Fan of Space Stand says of the maid, the true criminal. A small card file box. Alright. Can I open it? The box opens with a click. A small notation is made on a napkin from Wiener World. It says Chantal Vargas, apartment 970. Is this a hint? Or could it be miscellaneous scrawling made at the restaurant that serves the biggest weenies in San Francisco? Alright. Anything else in here? Small, yeah, I heard that. Okay, can I pick it up? Forget it. Forget the box. Just look inside. Alright. Good to know. So what else? Is there anything else in here that I need? A Fisher Ultimate Remote Control, Room Control. Can I get the remote control? You can't take that. What wizard says, wow, Weenie World. Indeed. You flip the switch. So what's in here? Can I not? Man, the walking is weird in this game. Oh yeah, I have to go to, and then click on the doorway. You can't go there. Okay, can I look at the clothes? Various articles of lingerie from Victoria's Secret. Business suits. 24-inch spiked collar. Leash. Handcuffs. And active sportswear. Okay. What else? What else? What else? You flip the switch. What's this? Various women's cosmetics. Alright. Do I need any of that stuff? You paw quickly through the cosmetics and give up in disgust. There's absolutely nothing in your favorite shade. Okay. I guess I'll get out of here. I'll go to Jacques. Cool. 1 second. Alright. The address of Jock Sparrow is a 3-story white stucco and glass building designed after the war to be the avant-garde of modern architecture. They failed. It looks too square and the windows need washing. Inside, it's just as dank and sticky as outside. I find a directory on the wall. Jacques Sparrow's office is on the 3rd floor. I ride up the elevator, which smells similar to a cat, marking its territory, which smells similar to... At the end of the hallway, I see lettering, Jacques Sparrow on pebbled glass. I know. I knock. No answer. I try the knob, but it's locked. I reach inside my pocket and pop out a tool that makes opening doors a snap. I close the door behind me and look around. The place looks very familiar. An old roll-top desk, swivel chair with a frayed pillow, and a couple of file cabinets. The door might as well have my name on it. The file cabinet was locked, but it was easy to pop open. Inside some cheap review, a phone directory, and a manila envelope. There are a number of 8x10 glossies of very young-looking girls in leather. I'm lost in thought when I hear the doorknob begin to turn. I toss the folder back in the file and spin around. The door opens and in walks a guy who looks like Errol Flynn in The Gay Adventures of Captain Blood. His face is tanned. When he sees me, his mouth opens and out drops the worst French accent I've ever heard. Sacre Dieu, mon Dieu, what the hell are you doing here? Oh, I guess he's gonna do it for me. So, what do I say to this guy? It was really quiet here today. Perhaps you can answer some questions. Got a nice studio. How much for a sitting? This is certainly the right business for a sleazy lowlife like you. Probably response number 3.
And what business are you in?
I'm a private investigator.
You are nothing but a fake cop.
So I'm not a real cop, and you're not a real crook. You're just a sleazy little greaseball who takes dirty pictures. That's one option. The next option is, it's true, I'm not a cop, so I'm not subject to the same restrictions. We can do this the easy or the hard way. Or number 3, look, we both work for a living. You help me, maybe I'll help you sometime. That doesn't sound that convincing. Probably response 1.
I do art. You know, classical stuff.
I took the liberty of looking through your files. I don't think Martian babes in bondage will ever rank with Mozart or Bach. Or response 2, okay, I'm interested in the classics. Maybe you can show me your work. Response 1.
Okay, Spunky, get out or I call the cops.
Response 1, go ahead, but some of those girls look underage. And if the cops show up, I'll have to show them what you got in your private files. Or response 2, take it easy, answer a few questions, and I'll be out of here. 1 sounds a little more convincing to me.
Relax, I'll answer questions.
Alright. So, tell me about Chantel Vargas. Chantel used to be one of the top models on the West Coast. Unfortunately, she's become a heavy user of Rush. That drug has really ruined her career. I hardly use her anymore. Tell me about Alexis Alexander. I met Alexis when she roomed with Chantel. She's got a pretty face and gorgeous body. Okay, I'm not going to do the French accent because I do an even worse job than this guy. So whatever. Maybe I'll do. Forget it. It's too late. Okay. So what else should I ask? What wizard says good accent? Can you tell me anything else about Chantel? I need her address. One of the top models on the West Coast, unfortunately. She's become a heavy user of Rush. That drug has recently ruined her career. I hardly use her anymore. Alright. So, maybe if I gave him money, he would, like, tell me. Or, I don't know. I just don't know. What should I do? No, I'm not done talking to you. What Wizard says Dracula pornographer is also good. Oh man. Alright. I'm not done talking to Jack Sparrow.
Mon Dieu, what the hell are you doing here? And what business are you in? You are nothing but a fake cop. I do art, you know, classical stuff. Okay, Spunky, get out or I call the cops. Relax, I'll answer questions.
Alright, let me, can I... I'm trying to offer, but I can't... Oh, so dumb.
Mon Dieu, what the hell are you doing here?
Unfortunately, I can't skip through this. I'm trying to... okay, I'm gonna offer you some cash. All I have is a roll of film to give to you. Or, creature of the night, all I have is a roll of film to give to you. Alright, I guess I have a roll of film now. Which I can develop, I guess. Alright. So, if I want to develop film, I should go back to my place, right? Or maybe I don't have a film developing kit in here. Alright,
What's up?
so tell me, about TMS.
I'll transmit the information.
TMS is the acronym for the Trans-Martian Shuttle. The office is in the old ferry building down on Pier. If you're looking for a way to Mars, you'll have to wait a while. The next one leaves in 4 weeks. Well, just so happens that I have time, my friend. Alright.
See you later.
Cool. Various doodling. Several stubbed out cigarettes. A lens. Okay, I should probably get the lens. Pick up the lens. Good. Alright, so the camera. Use it on this tripod. You snap the camera and lens in place. Good. And can I use the film on the camera? You snap the film in place just like you knew what you were doing. All right. Now what? Switch slides to a new position. Oh, nice. I just opened my blinds. Oh, I can take pictures out the window. Okay. So let's look through the camera. Cool. Ah. That photo may come in handy someday. Alright, so it looks like I got a photo of this drug exchange. So that's cool, I guess. Okay. So something on the ground here. Various photos you've recently taken of some sort of transaction taking place in the building across the street. Wow, that was fast. I guess it's like a Polaroid camera or something. You grab the photos. Cool, I have those now. Okay, I guess it's time to go visit Chantal Vargas, probably. Let me save my game, since I haven't done that yet. And we'll save. No. No, I want to travel. I want to go to Chantal Vargas. There we go. Chantal Vargas' address is the Hitchcock Building, a huge urban tower near my office downtown. These towers are self-sufficient living spaces that allow the residents of the building to avoid the decay and violence of the inner cities. I ring the bell, and a tired but striking woman with deep, hungry eyes and long, unbrushed brunette hair answers the door. She's young, but there are signs of hard and fast living. Something rings familiar in those features. Then it smacks me. She's the mysterious woman I've seen dancing through the camera lens from my office window. I feel the blood rush to my face. Geez, I hope she doesn't recognize me.
Yeah?
My name is Tex Murphy. I'm a private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Tex Murphy, don't you have an office across from my apartment window?
Alright, what should I say? I don't know what you're talking about. Surely you don't think I would use that camera in my office. Or, yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I guess I'll go with the response too.
You are the peeping Tom. I ought to slap your face.
That's fair. Okay, so what do I say now? It's been tried, sweetheart, but you better be careful. I just might hit you back. Or wait a second, before you get any ideas, watching you dance isn't the only thing I've seen happen in your apartment. So, response 2, I guess, and then I show her the pictures.
What does that mean?
Read 'em and weep, sister. Alright, ask your questions. Okay, so what should I ask her about? Tell me about Alexis Alexander. Alexis is a good kid. She's prettier than me, but I'm easier for the right guy. Not you. I've got no idea where she's gone, but it was probably with that tall, dumb, greasy actor. Rick Logan. If you see her, tell her I'm sorry. Alright? Who else should I ask her about? Can you tell me more about Rick Logan? I don't know anything about the guy, other than he worked in the movie business. She met him several weeks before she moved out of my apartment. By then, we weren't really speaking civilly to each other. I guess it was my fault. Okay. Cool. Well, I think I've bothered you enough. So, sorry about all that. Where should I go next? I guess I'll check out Mac Malden's. I walk into the old, dilapidated police station and cross the reception room to a dully lighted inner corridor, pass down the corridor to a frosted glass door at its far end. I open the frosted glass door and walk into an office where a big, olive-skinned man with a tired, oval face under a mat of thin hair dotted with dandruff sits behind an immense desk on which balls of paper are heaped. Mac's a true San Francisco flatfoot. His biggest claim to fame is that an old relative of his used to be on a police show about San Francisco. Somebody said Mac looks like a lot like him. Alright.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
What should I say to this guy? I guess number 1.
I'm trying to cut back. Dry like he doesn't need to buy lunch. You live a year on what you spill on your tie. A diet, you lose all that charm and indifferent style you've cultivated through the years. Run along, Murphy, and don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Maybe I should try that again.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
So I'll try the other one. Somebody's got to work while others drink coffee and eat donuts all day. How else would things get done?
Up yours, Seamus.
I'm not exactly idling away myself. My clients pay me to make your life easier. Or, I know it's foolish for me to get angry at inanimate objects, but you make me mad anyway. You're so lazy you've become a landmark. You've been sitting on that butt of yours just getting soft like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. A nice Ghostbusters reference?
I know I'm going soft in the head from talking to you, Murphy. What do you want? What?
I need a vacation on my meal ticket, or I thought you and I could put our heads together on a new case. I guess the meal ticket.
Damn it, we're too busy.
I've noticed some tensions here. What's going on? Or, come on, we've always helped each other in the past.
If I don't get evidence on the Andretti case, I'll be out of a job.
I'll keep my ear out for any information.
If
If you want my help, get me something on Andretti.
So, what do I do next? Guess I can, I don't know, maybe Jacques Sparrow, or Jack Sparrow, can tell me something.
Mon Dieu, what the hell are you doing here?
Tell me about this Rick Logan character. Rick Logan? You say he's an actor. Maybe Alexis met him when she did some work for Galactic Pictures. Tell me about these Galactic Pictures. Galactic Pictures is a third-rate film company. They specialize in cheap exploitation thrillers. I did some publicity work for them. Alexis did some work there too. They're also the same studio that came up with the process of wiring theater chairs with electrodes to increase the intensity of the film experience. Last year in LA, they smoked and fried 20 patrons in their seats. Needless to say, they've got some legal problems. So where else? Angelo Andretti? I know nothing about that. Alright, well, guess that's a dead end. I'll travel. So let's see. I don't know. I guess I can go to the Plaza Hotel and maybe meet Rhonda, the secretary. Oh, hey. Maybe I should get a rose for her. You pick up the rose. I should probably pay for it. Use cash. On the woman. Thank you, I hope she likes it. Alright. So where are you, Rhonda? One of the most opulent and expensive restaurants on the West Coast, Clements is a stunning example of elegance. Four leaded glass chandeliers cast a warm light on the cherrywood Queen Anne-style dining table. The sound of sterling silver tablecloths. So hard to read this font. From the kitchen, original artwork, leaded crystal, and rare something, imported something, call out to me. I hope they'll take a party check. I see Rhonda already seated at the corner table. She sits reading the menu in an evening dress cut low enough to make it interesting. So, I wish the text was easier to read, and I wish the people who wrote this learned how to use punctuation.
Low text, like my outfit.
Okay. So, what should I say to you? Response 1, sure, doll face, I like. Seen better, but it does accentuate the positive. Okay. Your taste in clothes and restaurants is excellent, even if it is a little rich for my blood. Or I guess so. Say, did you see what that guy was eating? Looked like cat food. Now, would you mind answering some questions? Alright.
Thanks. What do you think of the restaurant?
Not really my style. I'm a diner and beer kind of guy. Or it's a place that reflects your beauty and elegance. Or I think we ought to forget dinner. Let's go back to your apartment and I'll count the moles on your back. Okay, I guess I'm more of a diner and beer kind of guy.
Maybe it's time you change your style.
This might take you up on that, or my style might be more interesting than you think. I guess 2 is more flirtatious.
Could be. I guess we'll see about that.
Because give me a try. Because darn it, I think I'm falling head over heels in love with you. That's a little crazy. Or I think you will. You're a woman with style and class. Or why shouldn't you? I've been around, sister. I know when a woman likes her man on the rough side. Sure.
There are times I feel like such a bad girl. Does that make me cheap, Tex?
Ugh, this dialogue is terrible. Okay, how about you just, I got you a rose. Here. What wizard says? Nothing says noir like no punctuation. And nothing says noir like sexism either, I guess. Thank you, Tex. Alright. Not cheap, just an excellent value. Maybe it does, but hell, I'm not picky, or nothing so beautiful can be priceless. I guess 1.
Is it getting warmer in here? Because I'm getting so hot.
Oh my god, this is so terrible. Ugh. Okay. So I was gonna eat. I can think of several things I'd rather be doing right now. Ugh. Or it's been hot in here since I saw you sitting at the table. I guess I'll do the second one.
Ooh, Tex. After dinner, come up to my room for dessert.
I love to finish off a good meal with something sweet, or, well, then move now. Maybe now would be a good time to answer a few questions. Nothing would stand in the way of our nocturnal activities. Well, I guess I should probably, finish off a good meal with something sweet, because I have a feeling she'll talk more after that.
Kiss me, Tex.
Oh, great. Later that evening. Okay, so while lying in bed after having had sex with the secretary, I'm gonna ask about Marshall Alexander. Something has happened to him over the past few months. He's always been quite paranoid about everything, but recently it's gotten much worse. It all started when a package arrived one morning for Mr. Alexander. I handed it to him, and a short while later he became extremely agitated. I asked him if anything was wrong, but he told me to leave him alone. Soon after, he and his daughter had several major altercations, and she would leave upset and crying from his office. The day after Alexis disappeared, I heard him scream, "It's gone!" When I asked him about it, he said I misunderstood what he said, but I know what I heard. What else should I ask you about? Galactic Pictures? That's the name of the film company where Alexis met Rick Logan. Alexis was working on a picture, but they closed down and she didn't get paid. I sent several faxes for Alexis to Guy Cayabero, the studio chief, requesting payment, but it was a waste of time. Tell me about Guy Cayabero. I don't know anything about him, except he's a deadbeat and doesn't pay his bills. Here's the address where I sent the fax messages. Cool, thanks. I guess I can probably go visit Guy Cayabero now. What else should I ask you about? Myself, of course. You handle yourself pretty good in the saddle, cowboy. Okay. What else can you tell me? TMS? The Trans-Martian Shuttle is how many Terraform personnel get to Mars. Can you tell me about Mac Malden? He's the police officer who investigated Alexis's disappearance. He asked me a number of stupid questions. I felt he was a dull, thick-headed, imbecilic slug. Chantel? She was a friend of Alexis's. I guess they had a falling out a while back. Rick Logan? That's the name of her latest boyfriend. She had really fallen for this guy. She had a crush on him, but he never paid any attention to her. Then wham! He was all over Alexis. He was someone who worked in the movies. She showed me a picture of him. He was handsome in a greasy way. I guess he didn't look like a Boy Scout, that's for sure. He had many opportunities to take her out, but he never seemed interested. Then one day he turned 180 degrees. He was all over her. They were inseparable after that. Cool. Well, I guess I'll leave. So, enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay. So, I guess I'll go visit Guy Calavero. Guy Calabero, owner of defunct Galactic Pictures and movie producer, had a face you couldn't forget. Guy had gotten into show business in a traveling carnival. As one of the sideshow acts and had moved down a notch to movie producer. He was a natural at B-exploitation movies like The Red Planet Mangler, Return of the Red Planet Mangler, and The Red Planet Mangler vs. Benji. That's cool, I guess. You look kind of like a dog. Tell me about Logan, I guess? Rick Logan?
Rick was a rising star here, Rudio, because he was willing to do his own stunts. Now that you mention it, I remember him rocking to Alexis Alexander. Roaring Grows Arc Mutants versus the Red Planet Mangler and his Reveral Rother Reachers, I'd rise re-rim grieving rather. Ree's one of the Rees are rung with a crazy little guy named Johnny Fedora.
Alright, enough with the Scooby-Doo act. Didn't work too well for me. So what else should I ask this guy about? Tell me about Johnny Fedora.
Fedora, I don't ride him. Ride is at home in any rat roll.
Okay. He doesn't seem to know very much about Johnny Fedora. What Wizard says racism? It's not racist as much as I'm trying to do a Scooby-Doo voice, but I guess it's not working out very well. Because he kind of looks like a dog. Okay. What else should I ask him about? Angelo Andretti?
Andretti is one of our renditions. I don't know a Russian political realm, although I do ride in a regional political realm.
Okay.
I have reached a realm, you have it, very useful.
Okay. What else should I ask him? Terraform Corp?
I don't know what they have to do, but they look like they have a lot of worry.
I don't know how Scooby-Doo does his everything starts with the letter R and still is coherent. I guess because he doesn't actually say a lot, he just sort of blurts out one or two word phrases. Ruby, Ruby, Roo! Yeah, I can't do the Scooby thing. Alright, that's enough of that. My terrible voice acting. Alright, so where should I go? Mac Malden, I guess?
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
So what do you think of this film? Thanks, Murphy. This is just what I needed to nail this guy. Go ahead and ask your questions. Cool. I have Andretti's film. I will ask you now about Rick Logan. Rick Logan, that's the name of someone Alexis knew. We never could find the guy. Alright. Alright. Can you tell me about... Not really much else I want to ask you about, I guess. Okay. I guess I'll check out, Oh, maybe I still want to talk to him. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do next.
What brings you down here, Murphy? Looking for a client?
Right, what should I ask him about? Johnny Fedora. Johnny Fedora? Oh, that little maggot we found in a dumpster several weeks ago. He was a petty criminal and cheap thug. Looked like someone got sick of him and put a couple of slugs in his worthless hide. He had an old shanty just outside Freaktown in the hot zone. Nobody stays down there long because of the radiation. He had lined his shack with lead, and he was living right near the ocean. Here's the address. Oh, thanks. Now I can go visit Johnny Fedora. Johnny Fedora. Johnny Fedora certainly picked a garden spot. Even Freaktown could not compare to this desolate hellhole. The ground around the junkyard has the eerie glow of low-level radiation. The wreckage of autos, trucks, and aircraft rust in the crater of a battlefield nuclear blast. These are the charred hunks of machines left after the war, all contaminated by radiation that would last 12 million years. I see an old rail car that matches the description I've been given for Fedora's house. There's some sort of dog chained near the place. It's a mutated cross between a bulldog and a rhinoceros. Alright. Nice animal effects there. I don't want to get killed by these animals. Maybe I should save my game. A small tear in the roof of the boxcar. Yeah, I'll overwrite it. Why not? Man, those sound effects are something special. The dog's pretty hungry. It won't take him long to finish, so sit back and enjoy it. Okay. Okay, the dog's tied up, so long as I stay away from him. I don't trust that red petal. Okay. So what's this here? Can't look at it? The corrugated metal shed door. Can I open the shed? The door slides open with a jerk. What a jerk. Let me look and see what's inside. A rusting aluminum ladder. Oh, that'll be helpful. I can get into the hole in the top of the trailer thingy. What wizard says Johnny Fedora? What about him? You take the ladder. That is really such a bad cat sound. A small compartment has been cut in a rusting 1988 Hyundai. Can I open it? You pull back the metal covering in the compartment. What's inside? A pair of worn rubber galoshes. Can I get the rubber galoshes? They might be useful. You grab the boots. Nice. Well, if this is like the last game, I assume I'm already wearing them. So I should be able to just walk through this red radioactive puddle thing, right? Without getting hurt. Okay. I use ladder. You lean the ladder against the boxcar. Okay. So, can I go up the ladder now? Carefully climb the old ladder. Good thing that cat thing's not hurting me. You drop through the hole. Cool, I'm inside this place. Alright, so what's down here? A very dull butter knife lies here. Well, I better get it. You take the knife. Open. Doesn't open. Doesn't open. Doesn't open. Slide the drawer open. What's inside? A can of Dr. Mike's Deluxe cat food. Well, You never know when cat food will come in handy, I guess. You take the cat food. Cool. So, papers. Newspaper dated July 2018, with the Pacific Northwest rainforest completely destroyed by nuclear fallout. Bigfoot was discovered to be just a large, hairy man living in the woods. Alright, how about this thing? August 2016, suspicions continue to mount in the wake of growing evidence that linked members of the Stanton expedition to the massacre of a group of Earth pioneers who had established a colony on the Martian surface. Newspaper dated July 2017, Doomsday, nuclear missiles strikes without warning. Damage and destruction are beyond belief. Okay, so what do I do now? Can I move the stressor? Oh, huh, cool. There's a tear in the wall here. That won't move. A crooked tear in the lead shielding. Can I open it? You grasp the edges of the lead shielding and easily fold it back, revealing a hidden safe. Alright. Just in case there's a trap. I want to save my game. You attempt to move the safe's handle, but a 220-volt charge knocks you flat on your keister. Well, it was a trap, but I didn't die, so that's good. Okay, so I need to somehow get rid of the electric charge. So maybe I can, I don't know, maybe there's like some kind of power line I can knock out outside. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a power line here. Okay, so I probably want to get up on the roof, right? And then like disconnect it. Carefully climb the ladder. Okay, now what do I want to do here? Power line. Can I like use the butter knife on it? Alright, knife. That doesn't seem to work, that's too bad. Well, I do have cat food for this cat, so maybe I should just try giving it to the cat? Because why not? If there was a King's Quest game, I would definitely do that, so why not in Tex Murphy? You open the can with the knife. As the cat nears you casually, toss the open can off the roof. The cat leaps, and it follows it down. Oh, there goes the dog. What happened to the, like, rope he was tied to? Alright. So maybe I can get into that shack now. Climb down. Can I open the shack? Not close enough. Let me get close. Door slides open with a jerk. What's in here? A large red lever on the generator appears to be the on-off switch. Alright, so I just need to turn this thing off. Okay. So not use, I want to move the switch. And I guess I just shut it off. Cool. Now I can maybe open the safe. So go to this doorway. You move the safe handle, and with a satisfying click, the door swings open. So what do I got in here? $500 in cash, a map detailing the coordinates of Rick Logan's jungle hideaway, bottle of Glenfiddich scotch, the good stuff, various personal papers, and girly Polaroids.
Marshal Alexander's been murdered. The police will meet you there.
Uh-oh.
Transmit the address.
Mr. Alexander was found in a rail yard. The police are already there. The sergeant said the favor he owed you is now paid in full. Wow. Okay. Alright. Well, I think that's all I have time for tonight in this episode of in part 1 of Tex Murphy Goes to Mars, otherwise known as the Martian Memorandum. But thank you for joining me. It was a good time. Definitely much more similar to... let's see, what am I doing? I'm trying to exit. Yeah, definitely much more similar to just like a traditional point-and-click sort of noirish adventure game than the previous Tex Murphy game. It still has a lot of similar problems with the writing and the sexism and all that other stuff, but it's an improvement. It has some more FMV stuff, if that's what you were looking for, What Wizard. So hopefully you were satisfied with this installment of Tex Murphy, and I will see you again tomorrow for the second part of Tex Murphy Goes to Mars. See you then.